Hey guys, so in this quick little video I do have all these iPhones that is jailbroken with Cydia, and I want to test a little bit of a lag test to see if any one of these have like lag. And now I do have iOS 7.1.4 here on all of these. You can see they all have Cydia installed. So why not start off with the iPhone 5S here. So, it is the best iPhone to date at the moment. It still has dual-core processor, and I gotta say, it runs the operating system pretty awesome. Even though this is something that we usually do see with smartphones. They're running the operating system pretty good. Still have that lag, with spotlight lag the first time you boot it up. Maybe they can fix the frame rate a little bit here. You can see when I'm shaking quick here. I actually do think that latest version of Android, probably Jelly is a little bit better in terms of performance. But overall, no, I haven't really got any major hiccups or anything. It's performing as it should. And then when we go to the, see here. Yeah, the maybe a little bit of a slower performance. I don't really think it is, but this one also, of course, the iPhone 5 and the 5C, which is having the same kind of internal specs, still rocking it pretty hard here. I would definitely recommend that you check out Jailbreaking and do that and have some fun with that, because these devices are definitely not lagging or anything like that in a normal UI experience here with 7.4. And then of course we do have the iPhone 4S here, which now we're getting a little bit behind here, but this one still has a dual-core processor, and that's a key thing. Like when iOS devices, as long as they do have a dual-core processor, they can run the operating system very, very, very good. Because you can see it still is smooth, and yes, you will see some minor slowdowns sometimes, probably when you open up apps, or sometimes you see it's a little bit behind when you're clicking on stuff or moving in terms of menus. But the big key feature here between this one and the iPhone 5 of course and the 5S is that the display is a little bit smaller. So you kind of feel already a little bit boxed in here with this kind of display. But in terms of performance, it's still rocking very, very good. And the difference between this one and the iPhone 5 is really not that big in terms of experience in the UI. So that can definitely be a good little thing to know here. And then we do have the iPhone 4 here with single-core processor. And this is where we start to notice kind of like that is actually way slower in performance. Just sometimes when I open up stuff, it doesn't even recognize, and the lag when you open up stuff is like 3 times as much as what you kind of would get on a 4S from my experience. And that's just because everything has to be because it's a single core processor, which basically means that everything that it's rendering stuff it's doing that on one of those, and that is you kind of start to notice it all over the place, all over the UI when you are using the device. So I definitely wouldn't buy a 4 or an iPhone 4 right now, even though it can run iOS 7. It's really not super fun experience actually. But the cool thing is that it actually can run it. This one is a pretty old iPhone, pretty old actually. From 2010 and it's in 2014, so pretty amazing support there from Apple, which is one of the key things why I do love Apple. So if you do buy a new iPhone right now, you can probably use it a few years down the line, and that is definitely something that is nice with Apple, and you can still sell it for a pretty decent price actually, the iPhone 4. So yeah, have a good day.